Okay, we're going to do a fruit review today on the Starfruit. Now, I don't know what particular variety of Starfruit this is. Got my handy dandy glasses. It's a Carambola Starfruit. Now, I picked these up at Walmart while I was there the other day and figured I'd give them a try. I've never had Starfruit before, so I don't know what Starfruit tastes like, but I'll give you a better look at what it looks like. That's it from the front view, side view, and that's the back end. And there's like a little stem on here, so I guess this is where they would grow from. That just came off. So it probably grows and hangs like that. But these are kind of on the green side. Normally Starfruits get kind of on the yellow side. And I bought them and I let them sit out now for about almost a week and a half. And I had them in the fridge for a little while too. But it doesn't seem like they're ripening any more than what you see right here. So I'm not sure if these are supposed to turn yellow completely so they're fully ripe. Don't know. I normally see a lot of times in the store when I see these, they're usually combinations of green and the yellow ones, but a lot of times I'll see them yellow, and I'm assuming that's what they're like when they're fully ripe. So I got one cut open right here, and that's what it looks like on the inside. Alright, and there are seeds in it, and I am going to do a video on starting Starfruit from seed, just for the fun of it. Not looking to get Starfruit out of it or anything. Here's a slice of it. That's what it looks like when you slice it. That's a very unique looking fruit, let me tell you. It's a very cool looking fruit. So with no further ado, let's give it a bite. Well, right out the gate there is kind of a tangy flavor. Almost like an orange or a tangerine a little bit. Slightly like that. There is sweetness to it, but I didn't pick up very much. Again, this might be because this wasn't fully ripened. But let me take another bite. Has a unique flavor to it. It's hard to describe the flavors of some of these fruits because they come and go in a flash. So it's really hard for my brain to visualize what it might taste like to you. So I'm trying to describe certain aspects of it so you could kind of build your own profile of what it might taste like in the store, you know, if you buy it from the store. But it does have its own flavor, sort of. I'm trying to think of what I can compare it to. Let me take another bite. I honestly can't place this fruit with anything that I can describe that you might be able to say that you've tasted before. This thing tastes kind of in its own world. As far as like what kind of flavors it might fall into, it's a slightly citrusy type flavor. So it's going to kind of fall into like an orange type of flavor profile. Like you got oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits. They have that certain flavor kind of a profile to it. They're different from like most other fruits. This is kind of going into that area where it's kind of tasting a little bit like it might be like in that orange family or lemons or something in there. Again, it's not very strong in flavor. So it's not like eating an orange or a grapefruit. I don't want to make you think that. But if you were to try to like place what kind of fruit category would it fall into, apples or peaches, or it would kind of fall into like an orange citrus type of fruit. I'll cut another slice. I don't know where to place the flavor on this thing. It's like I said, it has its own flavor, but in a citrusy type of world of flavors. It is almost even like eating a citrus type fruit. Because you could see on the inside of here, you got like the middle star, and then there's all these, where it's empty, and you got these ribs here. That's very similar to like eating a lemon or an orange or something. If you were to slice an orange in half and eat like a slice out of the orange, take the rind off and just eat that slice, it's kind of like that. It has those hollows in the middle where all the juice is. It's very similar to a citrus type fruit if I was to place it somewhere. It's a very exotic fruit, guys. I mean, it's very different. You can't really place this with anything as far as like what it would taste like. I mean, I haven't experienced a whole lot of rare, exotic, tropical fruits, but as far as by itself, I can't say what it would taste like. It just has a very nice flavor to it. It's very light, so it kind of comes in and then goes very easy. It's not very strong flavor. Doesn't overwhelm your palate. It's not very strong in citrusy flavor, but it does have some kind of citrusy flavor to it. It's definitely not a non-citrus fruit. There's something citrusy about this. I'll take a bite directly out of this thing. There's a seed in here that I want to get out because we're going to plant that seed. A little bit slimy around the seed. It's kind of gross. Maybe we'll bite this one. We'll see if you can eat this thing by just biting into it like a regular fruit. Let's take a bite. Just a note, when I first kind of ate this thing, on the outside, when you first start chewing it, that skin kind of has a little bit of like a wild, like almost like wild plants you would eat in your yard. Kind of has that green wild plant flavor. This kind of had that in there a little bit, but not very strong. Almost the skin or something on the outside kind of tastes like a wild plantain or grass that you got growing in your yard, that original bite flavor. And then the inside comes in with the citrusy flavor. And as you're macerating it, this very strange flavor, exotic flavor of this fruit starts to come forwards. It's a very strange type of fruit. I'll take another bite. Very enjoyable. Actually, I really do like the starfruit a lot. You can eat it like this, just the way it is. You don't have to slice it up and serve it or peel it or anything like that. If you're growing it, just pick it off the tree and eat it just the way I'm eating it. It's a very moist type of experience. Very similar to eating an orange. When you eat an orange, it's very wet and juicy inside. Very much the same thing. The flavor is similar. It doesn't taste like orange, but it's very similar to the when you eat an orange, that a tangy effect and the way the sweetness and stuff affects you. Very similar in effect to like that type of thing, an orange or a grapefruit or something. Doesn't taste like orange. It has its own flavor, which is very unique. It's very light in flavor. It's not very strong. It does have sweetness, but it's not very sweet. It's got some sweetness to it, but it has a very unique exotic fruit type flavor is the part that draws you back to want to take another bite out of it. It's not that it's a very sweet thing and you're eating apple pie here. It's nothing like that at all. But it's a very unique type of flavor with this thing. My recommendation is to, if you see these in the store, buy them. I think I paid, when I first bought these, they were $1.99 a pound when I first bought them. So I was going to buy a whole bunch, and I just bought a couple to do a review on. And then when I went back to the store, they changed it to $1.98 each, or it was like $1.25 each, I think is what they changed it to. So they changed it from pound to each, and that starts getting expensive. But at $1.98 a pound, I could have filled up a whole bag of these. I should have did that when I had the chance, but I didn't know that they were going to change the price. But they're not real pricey, but if you never had them, it's definitely something. I mean, for $1.25, you know, you could try it for yourself. Now, do all Starfruit taste like this? I can't necessarily say that, because this particular Starfruit, I don't know, is that upside down? This particular Starfruit is this variety. So that's the variety that it is. So I don't know if all Starfruits are going to necessarily taste the same, but I would imagine they taste the same to a similar degree. And the effect and the juiciness and the weight. Now, how does it feel on the palate? I'll take another bite. If you see them, pick them up. Give them a try. All right, so that was a quick fruit review for the Cambodia Starfruit. I don't have my glasses, can't see it, but it's for the Starfruit. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.